Welcome back. A U.S. military aircraft was reportedly shot down in the Middle East, and most Americans are barely hearing about it. That is why I want to give a big thanks to Ben Meisalis and the Midas Touch crew for bringing attention to this and stories like this. So, we have a few big things unfolding this week. We have had two nuclear related facilities in the region experience major explosions and or drone attacks within the past 48 hours. According to multiple open source intelligence accounts in regional reports, there are videos and images circulating online allegedly showing the wreckage of a downed US MQ-9 Reaper drone in Yemen. The footage reportedly shows burning debris scattered across the ground while people gather around the wreckage. The MQ-9 Reaper is one of the primary drone aircraft used by the US military across the Middle East. These drones are capable of surveillance and precision strike operations and can often carry Hellfire missiles. Open source military analysts say this aircraft was reportedly brought down over northern Yemen. Now, importantly, the US military has not publicly confirmed the loss, but reports of downed Reaper drones in the region are not unusual anymore. Analysts estimate that dozens of MQ-9 Reapers have reportedly been lost since late 2023, many allegedly shot down by the Houthi or Iranian aligned forces. That represents billions of dollars in military equipment losses and a level of escalation most Americans are not hearing openly discussed. At the same time this is happening, officials in the UAE confirmed that drones targeted infrastructure connected to the Baraka nuclear power complex. The UAE says three drones entered its airspace. Officials claim that two were intercepted, while one reportedly struck near an electrical generator area associated with nuclear facility, causing a fire. Authorities insist there was no radiological threat, but anytime nuclear related infrastructure is involved during a period of military escalation, these stakes immediately become much higher. Then, another massive explosion occurred in Israel near an area associated with military infrastructure and alleged nuclear storage activity. Residents described hearing a huge blast and seeing what looked like a massive mushroom cloud rising in the sky. And Israeli officials later claimed it was simply a controlled industrial detonation, but understandably, many people are skeptical when explosions of that scale happen during an already unstable regional conflict. And that pattern does not seem to stop there. So, another story, a major energy facility in Venezuela suddenly caught fire during what officials described as a routine gas depressurization operation. Workers were reportedly injured, and witnesses described massive flames engulfing the facility. So, when you step back and you look at the broader picture, this is what we have unfolding almost simultaneously. A reported US military aircraft shot down, drone strikes near nuclear related infrastructure, a major explosion near sensitive military sites, oil and gas facilities catching fire across multiple countries, and rising tensions stretching across Yemen, Israel, Iran, the Gulf states, and global energy infrastructure. Now, here is where the political side of this becomes important. While all of this is happening, Donald Trump, our president, appears focused on flooding social media with bizarre AI generated military imagery, meme style propaganda, and honestly, distraction content. So these are AI images of himself in military command centers. These are AI images involving aliens and futuristic war scenarios. These are posts. These are really being designed to dominate online attention cycles instead of seriously addressing the geopolitical situation that's developing right now. And honestly, this reflects something we increasingly see in modern politics: distraction as a strategy. When governments or political movements do not want public attention, and they do not want the public focused on complicated geopolitical realities, they flood the information environment. They flood it with outrage, with memes, with spectacle, with real emotional chaos. Anything that keeps people reacting emotionally instead of thinking critically about what's actually happening and what is unfolding. Because underneath the distractions, the reality is that the Middle East appears to be entering an increasingly dangerous phase of escalation. The Red Sea conflict is ongoing. US military assets continue to be targeted. Regional militias remain very active. Drone warfare is accelerating. Energy infrastructure is becoming increasingly vulnerable, and the possibility of broader regional escalation remains very real. At the same time, reports are emerging that Trump allies are encouraging Gulf states like the UAE to take a more aggressive role against Iran. And Iran is responding aggressively as well. Iranian state television has aired military preparedness segments, while officials warn that any direct attack involving Gulf states could trigger broader retaliation throughout the region. So, what you are seeing right now, and to be clear, early reports during active geopolitical conflicts are often incomplete. They're often contradictory. Governments, military analysts, regional media, all of these sources provide competing narratives during periods of escalation. But we still deserve transparency. We deserve to know when US military assets are being targeted. We deserve serious discussions about rising regional instability. And we deserve more than political theater while major geopolitical events unfold in real time. Stay with us as things unfold, and thank you for listening.